Here we are at the end of the Great Glen Way. It's actually our beginning point in rather gorgeous Inverness this morning. It's the castle and Flora MacDonald statue looking out across the firth, and then we'll be heading down to the river in a minute or two, but we're fueled up and ready to go. Had a very substantial Scottish breakfast and ready to get walking. Day one, just to come up and out of Inverness, up the big climb of the day. Stevie's taking a break. Matt and Oria bringing up the rear, and Jam and Chris striding out, leading the way. Whew. It's warm. It's really warm, considering it's March. So yeah, that's in a stiff climb. We're about 2.8. No, we're not. That's the speed. 3.9 miles in, and yeah, it's a good start. So we've just come from up there somewhere down this wonderful sweeping track, which is heading all the way down into the valley to Drum. That's just down there by the gate. So I'm just gonna head on down to rejoin them. But yeah, beautiful weather now. Epic lunch at the Eco Cafe, big bowls of soup and more cake than we could eat, so that's in the pack. And yeah, been a great day's walking. A solid start. It should be 20 miles pretty much by the time we finish up, and it's gone well. Couldn't ask for more with the weather. A bit breezy, but that's not really an issue. So yeah, day one has been good. Day two, yeah, just walking up out of Drum this morning, starting the first climb of the day, and the sun is shining. It's gorgeous. Fairly warm too, actually. I think we'll be stopping to take layers off in a minute. Yeah, had a great night in the Loch Ness Inn yesterday. Really good food, and a very comfy room as well. So that's gone down a treat. We're feeling fairly fresh as today. Not too bad in terms of second day aches and pains, I don't think. It's a bit of a tough downhill yesterday to get to the town, but yeah, and then we're off to Invermoriston today. So another up and over. We're taking the high route here, which is A, slightly shorter, and B, promises some spectacular views, and with this weather you'd have to miss it. So up and over we go. Still striding out along the shores of Loch Ness on the high route. We stopped for a nice coffee at a local pottery shop just now, which is an unexpected treat. And yeah, we're now on this little path high on the hillside above the loch. I think we should just be able to see through the trees. Glorious weather still, bit of a breeze, but that's nice to keep us cool. And Matt can officially confirm he has definitely seen the Loch Ness monster today, so that's a treat as well. We're making a good pace. It's a nice flat route and a shorter day, so everybody's in good spirits. At the back end of day 2 at Great Glen Way, about 12 miles down, so just a couple to go into Invermoriston. That's all good news. Cracking day, good weather, few drops of rain. It's kind of just drizzling ever so slightly at the moment, but that means we're on a lookout for a rainbow. So yeah, should be downhill all the way now, and we'll be in the guest house nice and early. Day 3. So there's not quite so bright this morning. It's a bit cooler, but still pretty good for March. No rain. Invermoriston is just back down there somewhere, and we've just come up and out of that to a very nice night in a B&B. We are treating ourselves on this trip as opposed to rough and ready camping, and we've just decided to take the high route up and over rather to Port Augustus. So it's a brutal wake up for the news this morning. Warmed up already, but we've been promised the best views. So hopefully this climb will be worth it. We're still up on the high route and it's a bit breezy, to say the least, but some tremendous views down over Loch Ness and out towards what we believe is Ben Nevis. We can just see Fort Augustus at the foot of the loch now before we get a bit of the Caledonian Canal and then onto Loch Lochy, which we'll be walking along today, well, this afternoon.
Get onto the right side of the canal first, but then you can...
So this is Fort Augustus. Made it down off the hill into civilization.
And
had a very nice
is a
meal at the Loch Inn. Oh no, it wasn't, it was a bothy. We've had a bit of lunch, so that's going to be our last sustenance of the day. And we've just stocked up at the Londis shop on whiskey and meat, well, and some vegetables, for a slap-up supper at our lodge this evening. We made the executive decision to skip the Invermoriston link route, which involves a few more hills and an overpriced pub. So we've got our provisions in and we're going to pound out the next 11 miles along the flat. They're obviously taking the high road.
You're alright.
Will I be okay?
Yeah.
I think I can rejoin them just here, but so yeah, spirits are high after a pub lunch and we're looking forward to the cosy night in together.
The thing is,
so we've not managed to dodge the weather today. We've done so well so far. It's just come down on us on this long flat stretch along the loch. So bulletproof's on and made for a rather steady trudge. But very flat, I suppose the bonus, but my feet are feeling it now with the extra weight of dinner in the pack. So yeah, it's just getting on in and getting into the warm and dry. So on day 4 of the Great Glen Way, we've had a rather nice stay last night in a lodge just near the loch, and walking along the Caledonian Canal now, having a big chat about the virtues or not of coffee. So we only had instant breakfast and a bit of a slap-up breakfast as well because there's no facilities here. We have a 70-mile flat walk to, well, we have to come off route this evening, Speen Bridge, to our accommodation there. So we have a 3-mile detour there and back, but apart from that, should be easy going today. we've just finished day 4. And yeah, it's been cracking yet again. So the cheeky wild swim in there and a bit of a picnic lunch. No facilities, but it's been good. A lot of forest track and road walking today. It's been hard on the feet. And yeah, we've just finished the stage at Glen, the swing bridge. So that's great news. We just have to get to the hotel now. The bad news is that's 3 miles down the road in Speen Bridge. So we have not finished walking for the day, is the small downside, but we've got some tremendous views of Ben Nevis up there somewhere, I believe, which is inspiring us to consider a jaunt up there on Friday. We'll see how the weather and everything pans out, how tomorrow goes. But yeah, looks like we're gonna make it. So we're up not too early on day 5, our last day, to hopefully finish off the Great Glen Way. This is a glorious blue sky there we woke up to, and a touch frosty, but weather is coming. I expected as much, but yeah, I don't think I expected to see it quite so dramatically come over the mountains, but that's the way of the world out here. Everything can change quickly, so we could be in for a soggy finish. So you would not believe it now, but we've had a heck of a walk along this canal. The wind and the rain, still pretty windy, but the sun is now out and I can't see any more showers blowing in for now. We got absolutely drenched and dived into a wee pub for lunch, lost the boys. And now we've just got the last mile and a bit to the B&B, and then a couple of miles into Fort Bill, and that will be us. So feeling a lot better for some warmth and some sustenance, some sunshine. The final approach to the guest house. Ben Nevis in front of us there, and we are literally chasing the weather blowing in. That's coming our way. It's just hitting us now. This is disastrous, given that we are like well less than a mile away from our accommodation and it might be waterproof on again.